Okay, since what we do here at Photographer and Model is model photography, that's really the whole point of this website, is talking about photographing models. I thought I should make a little video and write an article on exactly what that is. So this video is an overview of the article that's posted below this on the blog. So what is model photography? Well, at a most basic level, it's the photography of models. That's kind of a redundant talk, but that makes it a little different than other kinds of photography. We generally define photography by what the subject is. So we define landscape photography because they shoot landscapes. Well, model photography means you shoot models. So you may think, well, that's the same thing as like portrait photography. So how is model photography different from general people photography? One is models work with you. They have either developed or naturally have skills to help you get the image that you want to get. So you're working with someone that is working on the image as well. You don't have to direct, you don't have to pull out of them what you're trying to get. They actually have skills to help you get what you want. They know how to make the image better. Unlike general people photography, they may or may not understand where their lights are and how that's going to interact with them, what their good sides are, that kind of thing. But a good model does know those things. And when you have a model, it lets you focus more on the photography and less on getting the model to do the thing that you want them to do, the subject to be what you want them to be in your photograph. And the ability to do that is what differentiates a good model from a bad model. The better they are at that, the better they are as a model. So is it easier to be a model photographer? Well, once you can focus on the photography and they are handling the rest of it, you find out that you have to take your photography to a whole nother level. You are expected to bring another level of competence when you're not also trying to deal with telling her what to do or telling the model what to do. It's kind of like if you were on a high school football team and you got the chance to play with a pro football team. Well, you might think, hey, it'll be easier because my teammates are all better. But on the other hand, you've got to bring a whole nother level of game to come up to the same level they are. So that's how model photography is harder. All the things that a beginning photographer working with a beginning model think are the big deals, those are all gone. And now suddenly it's all about how good a photographer you are. So what makes a good photographer? We ask this question all the time on the podcast. What do you think makes a good photographer? And the interesting thing is the first thing almost everybody says, models and photographers, is they assume technical expertise. They assume you know how to use your camera. They assume you know how to light. That's basic stuff for a model photographer. And then you need to have people skills. And these are the things that come up over and over again. The ability to communicate to them what you want from them, the ability to communicate in advance of the shoot on what they need to bring, the ability to make them comfortable, make the model comfortable when they're working with the photographer, and the ability to make the shoot fun, because fun shoots are shoots that you'll get better images off of. So those are just some of the people skills that you need as a model photographer. So what do you need? Readers of the blog at photographerandmodel.com/blog, and what's holding you back? What kind of issues are you having as a photographer of models? Just leave a comment below, and I'll try and answer them in any way I can. If it's a really big question, I may have to answer them in a different kind of format, but I'll try and answer your comments. If they're easy, right there in the comments. If they're not, maybe I'll do a blog post, or maybe I'll just have to answer them in the Academy. But please leave a comment below. And if you're watching this on a video sharing site, then go to photographerandmodel.com/blog and find the post called Model Photography, What Is It? And leave a comment there. All right, thanks.